let me double check to make sure everything's running smoothly here, just before we get on this. All right, because we've had so many I don't know why it's always the podcast, but we've had so many podcast issues. I guess because we're talking to two different people or something. I don't know. It's freaking weird. Um,
I don't know.
Whatever it is, it's obviously Braden's fault because it's Braden's fault. Oh, there we are. Okay, let's see. Make sure we're going through correctly here. Hello, hello. Testing 1, 2, 3. Nice hat.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I guess my stuff's still loading. What the heck's going on? Maybe we might not actually be.
Oh, Grand Recital is live.
Is it though? Because it's not popping up. Like I clicked on it, it's still not coming up. It's
I
loading.
just got an
Oh,
alert that
there
you
it is.
went live.
Perfect. All right, cool. So, as the title suggests, very lightly, this is a podcast about superheroes and is the like all their like the stuff that they're in, comic books, movies, video games, Braden's bed sheets. Are they all dying like off? Like it's not to act like he didn't have superhero bed sheets. I would have superhero bed sheets. Actually, I probably should go get some. But anyways,
Don't.
the whole point is this is talking about are superheroes getting less popular or more popular or the same. This is Braden's idea, so the legend, the myth, the guy who took down Zeus himself, Braden. Go ahead.
Um, sure. Uh, so I got this idea literally this morning when you told me to come up with an idea for a podcast. Um, like Marvel was like at the peak. We were getting one, sometimes two movies a year. Like superheroes were everywhere. DC was doing its thing, Marvel was doing its thing, and now I feel like they're just pumping stuff out just to have stuff out there, and it's most of it's not even that good.
Mm-hmm.
Same with the comics. They've just taken a weird turn. I
Okay.
don't really like the direction most of them are going. And yeah,
Let's talk about the comics. So you're saying the comics aren't doing as well as they used to as well?
at least from what I've noticed, yeah.
Okay. I've heard the same actually. I'm not big into the comics. It's always one of those things I just never got into because I know I'd spend way too much money on it. So I just never did. But
Yeah.
so we started talking about this. We were talking about when I think superhero stuff. Like I think I've already said this before. I'm all about the cartoons and stuff. I
Yeah.
watched a lot of Justice League Unlimited, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I did actually watch a decent amount of Marvel. I think it was like X-Men and
Yeah.
there's a few other ones I did watch as far as Marvel's concerned. But when it comes to, I don't know in the comic division, but when it comes to cartoons, DC was always the best. They always had everything done. They were always really good, clean, awesome, really good,
Hmm.
really, really well done. And then Marvel had the occasional show that was okay. And then, of course, movies
Yeah.
are the opposite. You have Marvel, who's dominated movies in the past. I mean, not really anymore, but they've dominated movies in the past. And you have DC, who just struggles to make a decent movie at all. So, comic books, I'm not sure. Like, what would it be on that? It's about the same, or
Um, I mean, at least from what I've noticed, they're just changing everything. Like characters who are established are now a different race or a different gender, and it's like, why keep characters who have been around for literal decades? Are you changing it to go with the times. I don't like it. I don't. It's stupid and it hurts to see.
I could tell you exactly what that is. It's lack of creativity. You know, it's lack of modern people being creative enough to create their own characters. Create, you know, you could always do like the thing was like everything's been done, but I mean,
Yeah.
that's never the case. There's always something new you can come up with that's creative or improve upon that's better. Now, like that's what people's excuses are and everything. But I think it's just laziness, bad writing, lack of education, things like that, lack of imagination, and I think that's what it really comes down to, especially the bad writing side. But you know, I've seen it's like everything. You know, movies they do it in movies, they do it in video games, they do it in TV shows, they do it. It's because they don't have any creative way to make like new characters. Um, it's just very interesting. So like I totally get it. From what I understand, I like comic books are the worst when it comes to that. They got really bad over the past. I don't know the amount of years, but I have been kind of listening on the people's opinions on comic books and stuff. Like I don't read them myself, but I've heard that they're.
I would say probably within the last 5 to 10 years, it's really gone downhill.
Well, that tracks. I mean, this whole country went downhill for the past 5 to 10 years. But anyways, so I could see and understand like why people would be doing that, but like as far as popularity is concerned, so do you think they're getting less popular or more popular?
I think they still have their select group of like, honestly, me being one of them, just because it's my life. That's what I like. Comic books, movies, like that's who I am.
He's one of them.
You're funny. Um, Still have that group who's like gonna stay faithful to it regardless.
Yeah.
I just don't like the direction it's going.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I think it's slowly starting to see a fall off, but not as drastic as like the movies and the shows. Like,
Mm-hmm. So like, you think comic books are gonna still last for a while, even though like print's dying? I see. When it comes to certain things, I'm a very techie guy. I love technology. Um,
yeah,
I build my own computers. I love the latest things, which is probably my curse. Um, but when it comes to print, print is best. Like out of everything,
yeah,
magazines, newspapers, the comics. Even though what's up, Scrupulous? Yes, he does. Jesus Christ does save. And then all those different things. Like those are things that I think are better in print form. Now, the Kindle I know is really popular, and reading ebooks is popular and everything, but you'll never have like the same feel for everything.
yeah.
Books they're cheaper than they've ever been. Like they're really cheap. You can find like a paperback book for like $5-6.
So I like you can get most of your comics digitally now, most of your books digitally.
Mm-hmm.
I would show it, but there's probably 600 to 700 comic books sitting off to the side here.
Mm-hmm.
I still would rather go to a comic shop and buy print.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, I like the feel of it. I call me old fashioned. I don't know. That's
You
what I prefer.
you old fart.
You're older than me.
Shh, shh, shh. Don't tell anybody. Anyways, I completely understand. It's not even just like the words. I think it's the feel. Like it's the feel.
Yeah.
Getting your mind away from like screens. Screens do damage to your eyes over time. They give you headaches. One of the best things I ever did was switch to blue light lenses on my glasses, and now I no longer get headaches anymore. But like Literally, I used to have headaches all the time. But switching to blue light lenses helped with that a lot. But like that's something you really didn't even realize until like the past like 8 years. And they're like, oh yeah, the screens will mess with your eyesight. And you're like, oh,
Yeah.
that's great to know. And then people are switching more and more to screens on everything. But so how much, like back to the subject though, like how much of the dying off that you think is happening is part of it switching to digital over just like a other format, and how much of it do you think is just lack of like interest?
Um, Honestly, I think the interest is still there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's always going to be the interest. I think digital is part of the reason why it's still semi-relevant is because it's just so easy to just have it. Like, before you would have to go to a store, buy the book. Now you could just open your phone and it's there.
So this is what I'm hearing you need to do, Brandon. Like, because you're awesome, and this will be your $1 billion move. You need to start a
Okay?
comic book version of DoorDash.
They have it.
They have a comic book version of DoorDash.
Yeah.
Comic Dash.
Comicbookdirect.com. Literally, like you literally go online, buy the comics, and they ship them right to your house.
No. You need to like go to local comic stores, pick up the books, and deliver it to them within few minutes.
Yeah, I don't think that would. I don't
Billion.
think there's enough people. I don't think
You
there's
do-
enough people.
You don't think there's enough people? You're talking about making
No,
it
I
easier.
don't think there's enough. I don't think there's enough people. One in my area, but I don't think there's enough people who would be like, yeah, I want this book. Go get it to me. They'll be, I'll order it on Amazon and it'll be here in a day anyway. Why pay that extra money?
Okay,
And I
so
get free shipping through Amazon.
I agree to a certain degree. Like so with me, as I get how do I say this? So I'm very patient in a lot of things, but one thing I'm not
Yeah.
patient with is like if I want to get something, I kind of want to get it as fast as possible. So like if I wanted to get like or Batman #1 comic book whatever tomorrow or whatever, I'd be like, I want to go get that, and I don't want to have to wait 3 days or 2 days to get that.
Yeah.
So I mean, it could be a thing. You never know. Like when I want to build like a new computer, I can order the parts on Amazon. That's easy. Or I could just go to Micro Center and just buy them all right then and there, and then drive it home. Even that's a huge drive for me. So, and then I just go home and start building it right away. It's more fun that way. But either way, to each their own. So you think comic books are kind of somewhat stable still as far as readership and
I think they're stable just because there's an interest and it's easy. Like they're right there.
Mhm.
And the nice thing about comics, especially the comics nowadays, they're not like the old ones where like there's a set storyline where it's like you have to read this one to know what's going on. You could pick up a book and just be able to follow and know what's going on. So
is that a good thing?
I think it is personally because like before you would have to make sure you have either read the issues leading up to the new one or at least have a general idea of what's going on. Nowadays you could walk into a store, look at a book, open it up, read it, and know exactly who the characters are, what's going on. Like
So
it's
it's
easy to
more
follow.
it's more friendly.
Yeah.
So is this like a more friendly situation to where they're so like how do I put this? There's games that are hard, and they're hard. Them being hard is what makes them fun. Okay.
Yeah.
So is this but then they take those games, and then they dumb them down to be more popular, and it gets rid of the fun of the game. So World of Warcraft.
basically. Yeah.
So, is this a situation where they're dumbing down comics, and it's making for it to be, quote unquote, more popular, and it's ruining the comic books in general, or is this a situation where it's just better overall?
It's a good point. I hadn't really looked at it like that. Like I said, I think it's more of a um, matter of perspective.
Okay.
Yes, like some people could look at it as this is really stupid. Like
Mm-hmm.
I liked having storylines to follow, and
Mm-hmm.
on the other
I'm
hand,
I'm
you
one of
have
those people.
like yeah another. So am I, but like you have like especially for like say parents who
Mm-hmm.
grew up with comics and like they have kids who they're trying to get interested in comics, they could walk into and their kids see a book and just be able to pick it up and follow along, not have to go back and read decades worth of history.
I get that to a degree, but like it's there's fun in going back and having all this ahead of you that you know that's there, and like it's
Yeah,
like when you buy like there's a series of novels out and there's like 6 or 7 books, and you finally decide to go read the novel. You know there's 6 or 7 books. You don't hope that they have a summary for the whole entire series for you to read.
yeah.
So I mean I don't know. Maybe that's part of the slight downhillish thing. But now let's talk about some serious here that I actually have some knowledge on. Because I have like zero knowledge on comic books. I'll be honest. That's why you're
Okay.
the professional with that. I actually I have a guy I want to get on the podcast to talk to you about comics, and I'm literally just going to sit here and going because he's super nerdy. But anyways,
Okay.
so movies. All right, so
Okay.
we got movies. All right,
Yep.
the I would say the big start for comic book movies was the Dark Knight series. The Dark Knight series was fantastic, well done. It was just great, and then you had, and of course, you know, it's a rare win for DC. Very rare win. But anyways, sorry, I got allergies are killing me. So it was a very rare. It's a very rare win for DC. And it kind of started it all off. So people were like, "Oh my gosh, there's money in comic book movies." I mean, we obviously done a few before, but they weren't like this huge. It's a series, and then people was like, it's like like the cartoons where the guy, like the CEO's got like money in his eyes. It's like ding 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 ding, and then all of a sudden he's like, Marvel being one to jump on this and do really well with it because Spider-Man was around. Spider-Man did good.
The Spider-Man, yeah.
Honestly,
But then you had like the Spider-Mans were good, like the Tobey Maguire, they were good.
yeah,
But then you had like the Fantastic Four movies. The first one was all right. Second one,
the
not very
ones
good.
with
Same.
Jessica Alba,
Yes.
those were great. I loved those movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it has nothing to do with Jessica Alba. I'm just saying, but they were great movies. The guy who played Reed
That
Richards.
was-
What was his name? The guy's a great actor.
I can't pronounce it, but he is in either Secret Wars or Doomsday. I can't remember. It's one of the two.
Okay,
So
so
they're
good.
no, I was just gonna say they're bringing back more of the like I think Jessica Alba's gonna be in it.
Nice.
The guy who I can't what was his name? The guy who played the Thing.
Oh yeah, he's a good actor too.
Yeah,
That
I
was
think
just
he's gonna
great
be in it.
actors.
Yeah, and it was Chris Evans before he really hit it big with Captain America,
Yeah.
but we've already seen him back.
So And then you have Marvel pretty much taking over all movies. So you've had the X-Men movies here and there. Like they were good, but they weren't giant series yet at that point.
Yeah.
You have Iron Man got big. Robert Downey Jr., who's the perfect Tony Stark. So movies were like, I actually have a thing here. It tells me like how much each movie made since 2005. AI looked it up for me. Thanks for the subscribe, Zaire Jones. I actually literally just picked my phone up just as you did it. But okay, so Batman Begins 2005, $373 million. Okay. Iron Man.
What was its budget?
I didn't have it look that up, so
Okay.
maybe I can. No, let's just stick with this for now. We can go more. You can look up the budget.
Yeah.
$373 million, which nowadays doesn't seem like a whole lot, but it's actually a lot because it's like 2005, right? That's crazy.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like a lot. But Iron Man 2008 was $586 million, right? So 3 years later. Dark Knight comes back out, 2008 as well. $1,053 million. What's up, Miguel? How you doing, buddy? The Avengers, 2012, $1,590 million. So The Dark Knight made $1 billion. That makes sense, dude. That movie was insane.
Well, you had arguably the best Joker ever.
It's no arguably that's literally the best Joker ever, and I will fight anybody.
We can debate that another time, but
Mark
okay.
Mark Hamill doesn't count. All right.
I mean, I wasn't going to say Mark Hamill,
Yeah.
but he is the best.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I mean, I agree voice-wise, but he's not there. So, talking actors. Like,
Jack Nicholson was the most comic accurate Joker, and I will stand on that.
but he wasn't the best.
In terms of a comic book movie, and you have a comic book villain, he was the best.
Okay. Yeah, we'll agree to disagree. But anyways, now he is the more comic accurate, I agree, but by far not the best. Let's see, Black Panther, $1 billion. I didn't know Black Panther made $1 billion. $1 billion.
Surprising.
$1,347 million. So the Dark Knight made $1 billion. That still cracks me up. Is that DC's only successful movie?
Probably.
We'll find out. Here's the list. So, Avengers: Infinity War, $2 billion.
That's not surprising.
Avengers: Endgame, $2 billion.
Not surprising.
Spider-Man was $1 billion, just under $2 billion. Deadpool and Wolverine, $1 billion. So that's as much. Oh wait, see, yeah, that's all it gave me for a list. So interesting. The money numbers up to what was that, 2024? It skipped a lot of movies. I think it just gave me like the top ones, because you think about it, you had huge flops like Captain Marvel and
the Marvels.
Green Lantern,
Yeah.
all sorts of really
That's-
horrible.
DC did have another good movie, and it did not get the love that it deserves, and that was the first Wonder Woman movie.
Oh no, you're right. That was, how much did that make? Because that actually did well. But the first one and the second one was pretty good too. I didn't hate the second one.
The first one made 149 million.
What?
Or
That's
no, that was
it?
its budget.
Oh,
No, that was its budget. It made 200 million.
that's it?
Yeah.
Wow. I'm actually surprised because that movie was insane. That's
That's what I'm
crazy.
saying. It was a great movie, and it does not get the love it deserves.
When did it come out? Because 200 million was a lot back in
2017.
Oh wow, yeah, that didn't do too well actually. That was like
Mm-mm.
2017. Yeah, that's surprising. I actually thought it did a lot better. Did the second one do a lot better?
The second one made the same 200 million.
Okay, that's insane because those movies were fantastic. And then
Mm-hmm.
I bet you, and this is just a guess, Captain Marvel probably made more money than that one.
Just because it's a Marvel movie. I guess.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Give me 1 second, guys. All right, I'm back.
Okay. So Captain Marvel's budget was 152 million,
So as much as it
and
made.
it made uh the gross was about 1.131 billion, with domestic earnings at about 426.8 million.
It made $1 billion.
So worldwide,
That movie was
it made
awful.
$1 billion. Yeah,
That was awful.
I know. I know.
That's insane that made $1 billion.
Mhm.
Wonder Woman is by far a better film than that.
Yeah.
That's marketing for you. So that's literally all that is. So movies. Now, if we take into account the amount of movies, so it seems to be that the push now is they're taking, instead of doing movies, they're doing TV shows. So
Which I like
I agree. Yeah,
if they were good. If they were good.
I was going to say the same thing. That's dead on. TV shows are better for a good, long, solid story. TV shows are a better form of entertainment in general. Now, when you
Well, yeah, because like you can fit a whole story through good 8 to 10 solid episodes of a TV show, because that's what they average now, 8 to 10. You could fit a good story. A movie, you have 2.5, maybe 3 hours if you're an Avengers movie to tell the whole story.
right, yeah, so I'm perfectly fine with the push to make them TV shows if they were good. So
Yeah.
the problem is they're just not good. Like
Some
Ironheart,
of them, there's a dime a dozen.
yeah, you got Ironheart. Did you ever see WandaVision?
I did watch it.
What did you think of that?
It was trying to do too much. I had hopes. I'm like, okay, this could be really good. I liked the references of like the old costumes, but like they were just trying to throw so much into a little space, and it was too much.
Okay,
I didn't like it. One
they
of the
have.
good ones. What
No, go ahead.
were you saying? I was gonna say one of the good ones, at least personally, that I thought was Moon Knight.
Okay, so I
took-
did watch that one a little bit. It was pretty good.
So you take a character that not a lot of people are super familiar with, and I thought it was a pretty big success. There's talks of a season 2. He is going to be in one of the upcoming Marvel movies. I don't remember which one, but
Oh yay!
yeah. But I thought that show was pretty good.
Yeah. No, I did actually watch Moon Knight. Moon Knight. I did watch Moon Knight a little bit, and I didn't finish it because I got distracted by something else, with shiny objects, you know. But when I watched Moon Knight, I liked it. I enjoyed it more than I thought I would. I literally just watched it because I was bored and had nothing else to watch. That's literally what it came down to. And I said, "What the frack? Let's just try it." And then turned it on. It was okay. It was interesting enough. It was pretty good. What's his name? Oscar Isaac or whatever. Good actor. Like even in Star Wars, he was a good actor. I just don't like the Star Wars films. But
He wasn't my favorite, but he was good in that.
yeah. I like him. He's cool. He also played in Dune as Leto. It's amazing. Anyways, so that was his best film so far. Period. It's Dune. Now, freaking. So there's Moon Knight. Now where they did crush it for a very long time, at least DC, was TV shows.
Yeah.
So Arrow, was
Absolutely.
freaking. It was peak. Like Arrow was amazing for a long time. Arrow and The Flash. Now, once you go outside those
Flash.
two, they get weird. But
Flash ran 2 seasons longer than Arrow.
well, it started earlier too.
Arrow started before, yeah.
I thought Flash started before.
Arrow started first. Flash's first season took place during Arrow's second season. Arrow ran for 7 seasons, 7 or 8, and Flash ran for, I believe, 9.
Interesting. I didn't know that, and I won't believe you until I look it up, even though I do trust you. But either way, the whole point is, so I watched The Flash. I watched The Arrow. I tried watching the Legends of Tomorrow or whatever. That was so crappy.
It was all right.
I watched a little bit of Daredevil. I liked the first Daredevil show.
Yeah.
With what's his name? I don't know.
Charlie Cox.
Wow, what'd you say?
You heard me.
It's a Charlie. So the first Daredevil, they actually just brought him back, didn't they? He's in the
Yeah.
So
that was a Spider-Man movie.
That was a great choice. That was a very good choice.
Yeah.
He's a very good actor. He did Daredevil beautifully. I actually love the Daredevil movies. Our show. It was freaking amazing. What was there else? I know there's more DC superhero films. I just can't, or shows. I just can't remember them. After Arrow and everything, they kind of fell off. So I think to get to the point of the movie situation, I think the movie situation is CEOs had the little money eyes where they went ding, 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 and they saw dollar signs. And then they started pushing more and more and more and more superhero stuff. And people in general just love superheroes. Like, people love superheroes. Yeah. It's the cool feeling of like, dude, I could have the teleportation power. I could have freaking, super strength. It's just a cool thing to think about, period. Even if you look at The Boys, there's still superhero stuff going on that's like really successful. And that's because they're taking different turns or doing something different with it, and it's got good writing. So like The Boys, it's a different viewpoint. It's the regular people surrounded by superheroes and how they deal with it and how they get rid of them. So that's actually really sick. And that's what I talk about. Like, when I talk about creative writing and doing something new, that's genius. Like, I mean, as much as The Boys is really messed up, very messed up. It's just very. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
Are you all caught up?
No, I'm not caught up. I've watched the first 3 seasons or something like that. I don't remember. But the fact of the matter is it's just very creative, very well written, and I'm not trying to push it or anything, but it's just different, and that's why it's good. And then,
yeah,
I think the problem with all these discussions always end up the same. I think the overall problem is lack of education. People are not good at writing anymore. They don't read enough books themselves. So they don't write very well.
Yeah.
So the creativity though is that's where there's very low creativity. So they just keep pushing the same stuff over and over and over and over and over and over again. So I think it's very I think that's the overall issue with the movies is they are getting to the point where they did the big Avengers thing. That was the peak. As much as I like DC better than Marvel, the peak of superhero movies was the whole Avenger and Guardians of the Galaxy peaks. So, you had, dude, Guardians of the Galaxy 3 was so freaking good, dude. But like, the whole thing is like they were written well, they were funny, and it was James Gunn who did those, right?
Yep.
Who did the new Superman movie?
Yep.
They were written well, they were done well, the comedy was good, but it works with Marvel. It does not work as well with DC. The comedy was good. It was the actors, I think, is what really made their actor selections were peak, like really good, for all that as well. So I think the problem is that after Endgame, you've defeated Thanos. You know, snap, make everybody disappear, all that. What do you do next?
Well, I mean, technically, we know what comes next.
I know, but like movie form, what do you do next? You just got everybody's emotions up for 10 years straight, and then you finished it. You know, people have to come down off that emotional, like, oh my gosh, Iron Man died.
but hear me out, Lonnie.
Mm-hmm.
Hear me out.
Yeah.
The Russo brothers are just messing with everybody's emotions because they're like, no, we're not going to let you come down from this high because guess what? We're bringing him back. And now he's the villain.
That's called money. That's what that's
exactly.
called.
But that gets people hyped for the next, whoever knows, foreseeable future.
I mean, okay, so
to still see Robert Downey Jr.
So have they confirmed him as Iron Man again? I know he's playing Doomsday.
He's Doom.
Or Doom, yeah. Sorry, Doom.
So he's Doom. So he's going to be the new big bad of the Marvel Universe. Personally, what I hope is that we still see a variant of him, because now we have all the multiverse stuff. We still see a variant of him as Iron Man at some point. But regardless, I'm happy. I get RDJ back in the MCU. So.
Yeah, well, all right. Well, here that brings a whole nother question into this. So, like, are we so desperate for good actors that we have to keep beating the old ones to death? Wheel Robert Downey Jr. out there on his wheelchair when he's like 90, be like, go out there and act for us. We don't have anybody else.
Well, technically, if you ask Deadpool, Hugh Jackman will be doing this until he's 90.
Yeah. And he also said, like, I'm not going to say that.
No, might as well. Go ahead.
No. I'm not going to quote Deadpool. I thought about it. That would have gone downhill a little bit. But yeah, so yeah, Hugh Jackman, same thing now. That's what I'm talking about though. These guys were so good at it's almost like a curse. Like they were so good at their positions and the spots they were acting in that no one can see anybody else in that spot. And whenever you try to put somebody else in that spot, they're going to get nothing but, anger or why did you do that? Or why is this person playing this when this person's still alive and not in a wheelchair and could do it? So.
Yeah. I do like, though, how we are getting RDJ back as the villain of Doctor Doom. Chris Evans has confirmed he's coming back as Captain Hydra, at least for one movie, so we'll get to see him as a villain. So
see, you seem legitimately entertained by that. Like, I actually have a problem with that.
Am. I like to see. Look, I'm going to quote The Dark Knight here.
Oh gosh.
You either die the hero or or live long enough to see yourself become the villain. That's what they're doing.
So okay, but let's talk about reality here.
They both died a hero, but are living to see themselves become a villain. So.
Sure. Okay. Let's talk reality though here. So, you have Robert Downey Jr., Iron Man. He's Tony Stark, obviously, as well. So he is through all these movies and everything. and now all of a sudden he's going to come back as a villain. That doesn't bother
Yeah.
you in the same universe. That doesn't bother you at all. I like Robert Downey Jr. Don't get me wrong, but like
Are you asking me from personal or as
story.
a fan point of view? Because there's two completely different answers to this question.
Well, personally, I love Robert Downey Jr. But like as a person who's like real, well, I'm talking about realism in comic books, but as a person who's realistic, let's be honest right now, all right? As a person who's realistic, like why is the same person playing two total different people in the same universe? And like you just said, it's not only one. It's not only one. You got Chris Evans coming back as a different person who's an evil person.
Yeah.
That
He's
doesn't
playing
that doesn't
comics.
bother you?
Again, I have two different answers to the question. As a fan, I love to see it because I get two of my favorite people from the MCU back, at least for a limited time. As a personal preference, no, I don't like to see it because they did their time, let them go.
Yeah.
But again, as a fan, I love to see it. So I'm
I mean,
up in the air.
I get the fan thing, all right, but like it's just all right. Well, anyways, so I mean, I think Henry Cavill was obviously Superman because he's the greatest Superman of all time, and then you have yeah, and then he's playing a villain as well. Or no, he was playing a new hero. When?
I mean, he was a variant of Wolverine.
No,
in
no,
Deadpool.
I'm talking about something totally different. He's playing something in the Superman universe, I believe, and I'm blanking out on this or something.
I haven't heard that.
Well, either way, so there's not only him, but they're not the only ones doing it. DC's doing it as well. So you have Jason Momoa as Aquaman, and now he's going to play Lobo.
Yeah. He's technically more of an anti-hero, but yeah, sure.
But he's in the same freaking universe. This is what I'm talking about, man.
What?
Why?
That
This
man,
makes no sense.
You cannot tell me that man.
He looks
was
like a
not born
perfect
to play
Lobo. I agree, but he's already played Aquaman.
So they don't have the amount of times that those two characters have interacted in any sort of media. I can count on one hand.
So we're gonna do
And it
this.
is twice.
So what you're saying is we're gonna do the whole Batman and Bruce Wayne thing. So like Bruce Wayne and Batman are never in the same room, so therefore they must be the same person. So Aquaman and Lobo are never in the same room together, so they must be the same person, which they're gonna be this time.
Yeah.
It blows my mind, man.
What's your point?
Why can't we just pick some random stranger off the street to play that part?
I still think that they should make Alan Ritchson, the guy who plays Reacher,
Oh yeah, he's an awesome
Aquaman,
actor.
because he was
looks like him.
Aquaman in Smallville,
Yeah,
but yet he's already played the character.
he would be the buffest Aquaman of all time. But and yeah, so I don't just actually he looks more like Aquaman as well. So like, it's crazy that you say that. I never thought about that. He's a great actor. Love that dude. Freaking hilarious. I believe he's supposed to be a Christian as well now too. So that's awesome.
He is.
Yeah.
But the problem is, if you do that, he's already played a DC character. Well, he's played two. He's technically played Aquaman in Smallville, and he's played Hawk in Titans.
I never watched Titans. So well, I watched like 2 episodes.
You're not missing much.
That's why I only watched 2 episodes. They were.
That's-
I'm not going to get into it, but Starfire was a big disappointment. But anyways, so the whole point is like, it baffles me. It's really annoying. I'll be honest with you. Like, I can't get over it because like it takes the realism out of the comic books, man. You know, it's just so like I know how absurd that sounds, but like you got it's a fake whole thing, but you have to have some base in reality. And if you have the same person, like playing multiple parts in the same universe. Like, how badly are you needing good actors? Like, this is also another thing. This brings up another point now, Braden. So Hollywood needs to learn how to budget. A lot of their films are not coming through and being profitable, especially right now nowadays, because there's a lot of things. It's not just like being woke or anything. There's movie theaters are dying slowly,
Yeah.
even faster than they've ever been, but they're still dying very slowly. I have not been in a full movie theater in 5 to 6 years, and that's including some serious.
I've been twice in the past week.
Full movie theaters.
Full movie theaters.
What'd you go see?
I went and saw Truth and Treason. It's a World War II movie.
Nice. Well, those, it's good movies.
And a what's it called? Soul on Fire. It's a true story about a guy from St. Louis.
Nice. Wherever that is. But anyways, so friggin' so Hollywood starts budgeting, like, so they have Jason Momoa, who made a buttload of money on Aquaman. You have Robert Downey Jr., who made a buttload of money in all of Marvel because he actually took a small percentage. He was smart, very smart, of the sales. He made more than any other person out of all those Marvel films. So they, instead of finding, when they have a chance to do a new character for a low budget, they go, you know what? You already played somebody in this whole entire universe, and we already paid you a buttload of money. Why don't you come back and play this other character? We'll pay you a buttload of more money, and then, it'll be great. And then the movie fails. Because their baseline, what they have to make, is like 150 to 200 million, because they paid Jason Momoa 50 million to do it.
I mean, yeah. But here's the thing. He would play that character for base minimum. He's been saying since he was cast as Aquaman that he wanted to play Lobo.
Yeah, I completely, I get that, and I actually believe that he would. And it's not a knock against Jason Momoa. It's not a knock against Robert Downey Jr., both amazing actors. I think they're both pretty swell guys,
Yeah.
It just comes down to, like, I guess it's a pet peeve of mine. It's just, I guess it's what it comes down to. Because you have, I didn't even mention Ryan Reynolds playing the Green Lantern's DC, and then you have Deadpool in the other universe. But he also played, who was the one he played in the X-Men films originally? Was it Deadpool and Deadpool?
Films?
Yeah.
It was
a crappy version
Wade
of Deadpool.
Wilson.
Yeah.
And then they turned him into Deadpool with his mouth sewn shut. That's
That's I remember that now. Yeah. So he was Wade Wilson at the beginning. Okay, so it's still the same character at least. Props to that.
But I did like in I believe it was Deadpool 2 at the post-credit scene where he starts like dimension hopping and he goes and shoots Ryan Reynolds in the head after he gets the script for Green Lantern.
Yeah, that's funny. Ryan Reynolds or something else. Yeah, man. So, in summary, for the podcast or whatever, comic books slowly going downhill. TV shows already gone downhill. Movies, I don't know if they're savable. If I had to say so, probably not. Will Robert Downey Jr. pull in views? Yes.
Yeah. Because I can tell you I will be seeing at least Doomsday at least 2 or 3 times in the theaters.
This man has not even seen it once. He could go in and it'll literally just be a black screen and he'll be like, yes, this is the greatest film ever.
Well, I've told you my thought process, Lonnie. I watch the movie just to watch the movie. So, one, so I don't get it spoiled for me because people suck nowadays and they spoil everything. Then I go back and I watch for all the background details that I miss. And then, if it's good, I'll go back and watch it a third time because why not?
So I do watch movies 3 to 4 times in theaters, but here's the thing: I will list the ones I've seen 3 to 4 times in theaters: Shrek the original, The Dark Knight,
Yeah.
um, Lord of the Rings, all of them.
Okay. I was gonna say which one.
The original, the prequels of 1, 2, and 3 of Star Wars.
Yeah.
I used to love, dude, going to the movie theater was like one of my favorite things to do growing up. Like, I
Still
loved
is.
going to the theater. Not as much anymore. Like, it's,
It is for me.
for one, it's ungodly expensive. Like, it's so, like, taking me and my daughter, I need to take out a car loan. it's, it's just for the tickets.
So here's what I do, Lonnie.
Oh gosh.
I
here we
go either I either go super early or super late because the tickets are cheaper, or I go on Tuesdays, $5 tickets, and I go right at the beginning of the year and buy the popcorn bucket that you take in and you get free refills. So then, and I've been so many times, I have so many points saved up. Basically, I could go to a movie every single day from now until the rest of the year, and it'd all be free.
All right, we're gonna go to the theater this weekend. Anyways,
Okay.
now, I forgot where I was going. Yeah, so theaters are very, very, very expensive. I think that's part of the reason why movies have gone downhill a little bit. That's not the full reason, obviously. With surround sound, home theaters, even sell home theater seating now. They're actually kind of affordable-ish. And then you have, you know, really good television screens, surround sound, your own bucket popcorn you can do. They got custom popcorn sets. You got anything you can do at a theater, you can do better at home now. So I could probably buy that on Amazon.
Yeah, but you don't get the experience of going to the theater and getting it while watching the movie.
I will.
And hang on.
Okay, wait. That's not the Henry Cavill version.
No, it's not.
Wow.
Look, I have said this and I will stand on it. Henry Cavill's phenomenal. He's a great Superman.
The
I don't think he's the
Superman.
best. I don't think he's the best. No.
All right, before I rage like crazy. Anything else you want to say about superhero movies? And wait, how much money did the Superman movie make? If it didn't make over $1 billion, it was a failure. Because that's where it is now.
It made 175 million.
Wait, what?
It made 175 million.
Total.
Yes.
Now, granted, now bringing this into context here, they didn't have to pay Henry Cavill. So they paid another guy. This is what I was talking about earlier. So they saved a little bit of money. For the first time, they actually saved money. But how much? That's so bad. It's 175 million. At what point are they going to change the metrics for success of a movie? Because I'll be honest with you, they do need to be changed for the success of a film. You got streaming services now. There's like same day movie releases, but I think they actually count that in the sales of the tickets when you stay at home and watch it.
Yeah.
So that's a whole other topic actually. But like, so like the way they count tickets and everything, it's always been through box office. Like, how much did it make?
Mhm.
And now you have like, that's worse than Wonder Woman. It's just- that's actually surprising though. I thought it'd be at least 500 million.
So it had a budget of 125 million.
So it made 50
Total
million.
total estimated cost of 350 million, and achieved a worldwide box office of approximately 615.8
Oh,
million.
okay. So that's about what I thought. Okay.
Yeah, that was just this was this is worldwide. That was just
Yeah, you always want to go by the worldwide number.
international. Yeah.
Okay, that makes more sense. So it did better than Wonder Woman. That's good. All right.
Yeah.
I take back what I said about Superman. Didn't Wonder Woman, although I will straightforward tell you right now, Wonder Woman was a better film than that movie.
I'll agree with you on that. Yeah.
Just
and
just in general.
and I will stand by this. I think Zack Snyder is severely overhyped.
I
He is
have
a
to
good
just
director. He's a good director. He made some great movies. He's not Christopher Nolan.
no.
You can't beat
No.
The Dark Knight.
Yeah, I agree. Christopher Nolan's really good.
But when they announced the new Superman, the amount of Zack Snyder love completely overshadowed any hype for that movie, because everyone was like, Zack Snyder already made the perfect Superman, and they weren't even giving the new guy a chance, which I think is stupid. First of all,
That was me.
give him a chance. I know, but I know, but like, give the new guy a chance. If it's bad, it's bad, but give him a chance. Don't immediately write him off just because
I gave him a
Henry
chance.
Cavill did.
I watched it. You remember we had this discussion already. I said it was better than I thought it would be.
Yeah, but you already were writing him off before you saw the movie. You can't lie to me.
Yes, I was, because Henry Cavill is a better Superman. I'm sorry. Henry
But-
Cavill is at the peak of his time. He should be the one playing Superman still. There is no ifs and or buts about it. Go back and watch Superman with Henry Cavill in it, and then just
I have seen that movie well over 50 times. I know he's good, but he's not my Superman.
not my Superman.
I mean, don't get me wrong, the new guy's not either.
Exactly. Henry Cavill's better. Anyways,
But-
this is like the Robert Pattinson thing when him playing Batman. No joke. Robert Pattinson was a freaking awful choice for Batman. People
I'm
loved that
not gonna
movie.
lie,
I thought it was awful.
It was all right. It was not great.
And they're
It
coming up
was
with a
not
second one.
spectacular. Yeah.
I went to
but
theater and watched
I'm
it.
more excited. What?
I went to theater and watched it, and I hated Robert
So did
Pattinson as Batman. Like, I hated him as soon as they announced it. I thought it was the dumbest choice ever. Watched it. I was not surprised. It was still the dumbest choice ever. Now, this is the one thing I will admit about that film. It was cool seeing Detective Batman. That was the only
that's
thing.
what I liked
That was the
about it.
only thing.
That's why I didn't hate it as much as more people, because we finally got a good detective. That's
By
what
far,
Batman started as.
by far the worst Batmobile ever. It's a modified Camaro.
Yeah. You know?
He's a multi-billionaire. The man can't just buy something exotic. At least make it a Mercedes or something. Like, come on.
But that would be too obvious.
Okay, point taken on that one. But but no, it's just atrocious Batmobile. The guy actually that played Alfred was good. I liked him. The freaking
Yeah.
it was just awful, man. I hated that Batman. The only, like I said, the only redeeming thing about that whole thing was you got to see Detective Batman, which is cool because he'd show up to crime scenes, he'd do investigations, he'd figure out what's going on. That was cool. Outside that, Robert Pattinson had the same exact face as Bruce Wayne as he had as Batman. So the whole entire time I'm looking at like the people around him like, how do you not know this is Batman? Look at his face. He's doing the same exact scowl as Bruce Wayne as he does as Batman.
Well, see, here's the thing, Lonnie. You could take this right back to the comic books. The amount of people who have seen both Batman and Bruce Wayne without clothes on and you can't put two and two together.
Whoa.
I'm just stating fact. The amount of people who have seen the two of them without clothes on and can't put that together. The amount of people who have seen him up close and seen his... Okay. I'm going to get real nerdy on you here for a second.
Okay, hit me, brother.
In one of the best Batman stories ever, Nightfall, where Bane breaks Batman's back. Mm-hmm. Don't make a joke because I know you're thinking it.
Whatever, go ahead.
About him breaking his back, I know what you're thinking.
Yeah, go ahead.
But Bane openly tells him he figured out who Batman was by looking at his jawline.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
The amount of people who have seen him up close and can't put that together. It's the same thing in the movies.
Wait a second. Brayden, are you Batman? Yeah, that's cool, dude. I got it's that I think that was the worst decision of any comic book, like worse than Green Lantern and Ryan Reynolds. But that's just my opinion.
He did the best with what he was given.
He was the problem. He was the problem. That's the problem.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
It was the terrible CGI. The terrible CGI is what, like, it was a completely CGI suit. Like, no. He did the best with the script that he was given.
You know, let me put it this way for you, all right? He was probably 49% of the problem. And then the rest was...
Yeah, sure. That's still less than half. That's less than half. It's not
barely.
Doesn't matter.
Barely.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's still less than half.
Fair enough. All right, man. Well, it was a fun chat. I could probably just talk about dumb stuff randomly for the rest of the night, honestly, but we'll just cut it there.
You realize this is the first podcast we made it all the way through without the mention of a certain media that shall not be named? It's been 11 episodes, Lonnie. We talked about it in every single one.
A certain media. I need to figure this out so I can say it real quick.
I'm not going to help you.
You know what? You beat me on this one. I'm going to take it. And anybody has any comments on that, just post it in the chat or comment on the video and let us know what we haven't missed.
I'll give you a hint. We talk about Star Wars every episode. We talked about Star Wars. We talk about certain things every episode. We did not talk about it this episode.
You're talking about Halo?
Yeah.
I nailed it. All right. The streak continues. All right, everybody. Have a great evening. We'll be on Wednesday night, Rocket League. Friday night, we're changing things up. We're playing some Mark Raiders. And then I'll probably stream again on Saturday or something if we're not doing anything busy. So, Brayden, thank you, as always. Thank you for defeating Zeus. And thank you for being a legend that you are.
I'm not Kratos. I don't know where you're getting this idea that I'm not.
Guys, Brayden rode his magical unicorn to Olympus and defeated Zeus in battle. Arm wrestling.
I beat him in an arm wrestling competition. Let's just call it what it is.
Exactly. And he destroyed him. You know, he said no lightning bolts. So. All right, well, anyways, you guys have a wonderful evening. Peace and chicken grease. Later. Oh, hit the wrong one.